propolis is from the trees like horse, chestnut, or from the pine tree. There are more plants like fir, willow. These are the plants from where the honeybees they collect the propolis. And here they collect by the help of the pollen basket. So here in this you can see how the honeybees they are having pollen basket and they have stored the pollens. In this also picture you can see how the pollen basket it is filled with the propolis. Next, first of all, here the propolis it is very sticky. It is sticky to the hands and it is sticky to the clothes. So it is very much difficult to remove the propolis from the comb honey and also from the frame. But during transportation of the beehive, it helps in holding hive parts together. So जब भी beehive का transportation करेंगे, so बहुत easily transportation हो जाएगा. क्यों? क्योंकि beehive में जो है propolis present है. And the bees they do not store propolis in the hive, but they may redistribute a small quantity time to time. What is the method of collection of propolis? The bee glue. So the propolis jo, it is a sticky substance which is collected by bees from the bark and leaf buds of certain trees, and it is used to heal up their hive. So propolis jo है इसमें कुछ additional properties and like it has the healing power and it also used as in surgical antiseptic. It has medicinal properties in it. So there are some of the methods by which we are able to collect the propolis. The very first method जो propolis है, it can be collected by scraping the frames or scraping the walls of the hive with the help of a kind of a razor or blade, and we can store it in an airtight glass containers. Here you can see how the blade it is used so that they are able to scrape off the pollen, the scrape of the propolis from the frames and from the hive. The next method is we can use some rough plastic or grooved wood, or you can use a rough stainless steel mesh which is present inside the hive. And this is how ye jo bees हैं, they will fill up all the scratched surface, or you can use this kinds of frame also. So the honeybees they will seal all this scratched surface with the help of the propolis, and then the propolis it is been removed with the help of using some solvent. फिर जब ये propolis और solvent इसको जो है evaporation के बाद जो है सिर्फ और सिर्फ propolis बचेगा and that is been collected and reused. Here it is kept, the propolis it is kept in airtight opaque container for the effective storage. So हर साल जो है at least 30 gram of propolis it can be collected. Only apis bees used to produce and obtain the propolis. Now the next is composition and properties of propolis. propolis जो है काफ़ी चीज़ें present है इसलिए वो काफ़ी complicated है. So the composition of propolis it has 30% waxes, 55% resins and balsams, 10% scented ethereal or essential oils, 5% pollen, and recent data is found it also has acetone, isovanillin, pinostrobin, flavone. There are some other components like the caffeic acid, vanillin, tectochrysin, chrysin, then cinnamic acid, galangin, ferulic acid. And the color of the propolis it varies. It may be brownish green to brownish red, or it could be yellow, orange, brown, or black in color. जब भी propolis सूख जाएगा, it becomes hard. So whenever it dries up, when cool, it becomes hard and it becomes brittle. The fresh propolis it is kind of plastic like at about 21 degrees Celsius, and it can melt at approximately 66 degrees Celsius. The propolis it is soluble in acetone, benzene, and 2% solution of NaOH. But all these are caustic. It kind harms, it can burn the skin. So that is why the propolis should be kept away from the skin. And it is less hazardous solvent ethyl alcohol, which is somewhat less effective. It has antimicrobial properties. So that is why here many investigators they have demonstrated this, and it is used against the bacteria and fungi. So इसीलिए जो हनी बीज है उनका जो हाइव है वो हमेशा रेसिस्टेंट रहता है टू दीज बैक्टीरिया एंड फंगल इन्फेक्शंस. Now the next is the uses of propolis. First of all, ये जो propolis है, it is used to seal the cracks if there are some cracks in the hive. And it is also used to reduce the opening of the hive. So इस तरीके से comb जो है वो और भी strengthen हो जाएंगे. Here you can see the propolis, it is also used in the walls of the hive. So this is how the here the propolis it is used. Here you can see the new hive, it is coated with the propolis inside the walls. So very thin layer of propolis it has been used in this. They also coat inside the every wax cell. So here you can see the wax cell, it has been coated with the propolis. ताकि अब जो है अब honey bees they can lay the eggs, they can pour down the honey also. और इस तरीके से जो eggs हैं honey है they will be protected by using this propolis, because propolis it has antimicrobial activity. Here propolis it is used to glue everything together, and it is mixed with the wax and fill up the undesirable holes. अगर कुछ unwanted holes हैं तो उसको भी क्या कर सकते हैं, बंद कर सकते हैं by using this propolis. Sometimes the bee they use a propolis for of several colors. Multiple colors के propolis bees जो है वो use कर सकते हैं, जिसकी वजह से उनका hive जो है वो बहुत ही interesting pattern नजर दिख के आएगा. It is also used to seal the bodies of enemies. अगर कोई enemy आ जाता है तो they can use the propolis, और इस तरीके से जो है they can glue the enemies. Here the dwarf honey bee of Southeast Asia, Apis florii, build the nest at the branch and cover the limbs with propolis. So जैसे कि Apis florii है, Apis florii करती क्या है? Here Apis florii it is one, suppose Apis florii ने कोई hive construct किया है. So this is the hive, और ये जो hive है it is covered with the propolis. So यहाँ से you can see here the propolis it has been covered, propolis it has been covered in the surrounding of the hive. So अगर कोई ant या फिर कोई enemy आती भी है तो they will be prevented because of the propolis. So Apis florii build the nest at the branch and cover the limbs with propolis, which serve as a sticky barrier against ants. So this is how the nest it is protected by the ants. Propolis it can heal the wounds also, and it is used in surgical antiseptic. It is also used in anti-tuberculotic properties. It heals wounds and it also removes the corns. So अगर कोई corns है so ये propolis उसको भी remove कर सकता है. Here propolis it is used as an ointment, so the skin it could be prevented by any kind of reaction of radiation. It is used to treat some upper respiratory tract infections like throat infection, common cold, lungs. By inhaling it, the product of the propolis they help in various ill condition like mouth, gum disorder, gum decay, general illness, pain from stomach, ulcers, fungi, infection. Next, in the Soviet Union, propolis it is used in veterinary practices for the ointment, for treating cuts, for the abscesses. Abscesses का मतलब है एक ऐसी skin में cavities which is filled with the pus, and it is also used to treat the wounds of the animals. जो propolis है it also improves in the blood circulation. Propolis जो है वो काफ़ी हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम से रिलेटेड को क्योर कर सकता है, लाइक द हार्ट डिजीज, डायबिटीज, इन्फ्लेमेटरी बाउल डिजीज. नेक्स्ट इज arthritis. Arthritis का मतलब है joint pains. It also help to supply the blood with the nutrients and vitamins. Propolis में कुछ एंटीऑक्सीडेंट एक्टिविटीज भी हैं, प्रॉपर्टीज भी हैं. Propolis it strengthens the immunity, it improves the metabolism of the body, and it also reduces the cancer risk. In Russian medical scientist, it is used for the treating burns, external ulcers, and eczema. Eczema का मतलब है जो skin है, it becomes reddish, it becomes inflammatory. So here also it is used, and it is also used for the hearing defects. Propolis it is also used as a principal constituent in varnishing while making the violins by famous violin makers in Italy. So all these are the uses of the propolis. So this is how the video ends, and thank you very much.